Hello everybody, this is Mark Spencer. Once again folks, NHL review number... This is NHL review part 7. Well folks, this is Mark Spencer. And I want to talk a little hockey. This hockey's just getting started. Preseason's come to an end, exhibition season's come to an end. We're getting ready for the regular season start in Europe, basically, England. On September the 29th, between the Anaheim Mighty Ducks and the Los Angeles Kings. This should be a spectacular event for the NHL to open its season. The real season opens up October the 5th. As all the rest of the teams in the NHL open up across North America. But this will be an excellent adventure. So folks, you know, when you're playing games, it's a game, right? But NHL has really become a global game. And you're seeing it nowadays when, you know, you got your superstars like Yager, you know, you got your Drew McGinley, you got your back in net, your Jimmy Nabokov in San Jose, your Mika Kiprusoff in Calgary, and then you got your Marcus Naslund in Vancouver, and Ottawa you have Daniel Alfredson. This game has really become an international game, and I love it, and that's what it's all about. And then one thing that the game has improved in so many ways over the years is that, you know, the play, the fast play, the skating, the shooting, the passing, it's getting even better. I mean, I've watched games in the 80s, and my God, those guys could fly, those guys could score. But nowadays they're bigger, they're stronger, they hit you with more force, more impact, and the most important thing is when you're playing in the game of the NHL nowadays, you got to keep your head up, man. I've been seeing way too many concussions, because concussions is the one thing that like the NHL can't get rid of, the concussions. I mean, it's serious, man. You see players in their careers get concussions, and they're never the same player. I mean, you know, you can go on and on with the players such as Macaulay, that played for San Jose. Now he's playing for LA. He had a serious concussion, was never the same player. He's just trying to get his skates back, but you know, Jason Ellis recovered from his concussion. It took him a full year. He had to take a year away from the game to recover from his. Same thing with Eric Lindros. And don't forget, Keith Primo had to retire because of his second concussion he got early last year, and it's pretty sad. You know, some players had to retire because of concussions. You know, it's something that you don't want to get. You know, look at Palafontaine. That guy had 4 concussions, and his last concussion was with the New York Rangers in, what was it, 1999 sometime? It was brutal, man. You know, you never like to see great players like that end their careers with a concussion. Think of the points that Palafontaine put up, man. The only thing is, you know, did he get that Stanley Cup? No, he didn't. He would have got that Stanley Cup if he would have kept playing. But you know, it's true, when you get concussions like that, you know, you're never really the same type of player. So, folks, now we're going to move on. Check out the news of today. Well, folks, you know, sometimes you don't know what's going on, but it looks to me that Mika Kiprusoff, he's seeking over $7 million per season from the Calgary Flames. Well, the Calgary Herald's reporting, Bruce Benjamin, the voice of the Flames netminer, Mika Kiprusoff, is believed seeking Drew McGinley money. That's being a 5-year contract worth $7 million per season. I don't know. Is Mika Kiprusoff worth $7 million per season? Of course he is. The reason is, Mika Kiprusoff is the heart and soul, not the heart and soul of the team, but he's the backbone of that team. Without Mika Kiprusoff, they don't make the playoffs. They don't get the Stanley Cup in 2004 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. That never happens. It's all because of Mika Kiprusoff. Mika Kiprusoff was the best move that Daryl Sutter ever made as a Calgary Flames general manager / coach at the time. And a late tight move that year when we acquired Mika Kiprusoff. Mika Kiprusoff is worth the $7 million. I feel that Mika Kiprusoff, Roberto Luongo, Martin Brodeur should be the highest paid goalies in the NHL today. Trust me, you gotta pay your best players good money. And Spectator notes that Kiprusoff is every bit as important as a Ginlam to the Flames, so it's no surprise his agent is seeking Iggy money. I doubt Flames management will take the risk of losing him. Let's scramble in next summer for a replacement. Resigning Kiprusoff could push the Flames payroll to almost $40 million next season for 12 players. They have still got to resign Dion Phaneuf, Damon Lankel, Christian Ucelis, and several other players. So I don't know. Do you give Kiprusoff the big money? I don't know. I don't think he deserves $7 million, but that's what happens, folks. As we look on, Senators are trying to re-up with Danny Heatley, but it could happen, or it might not happen. I think Danny Heatley is going to be an unrestricted free agent next summer. This guy is such a talented individual. I think the Edmonton Oilers will sign this guy to a max deal, $50 million over 7 years. You watch. He'll get the same type of money that Thomas Vanek is getting now because of the Edmonton Oilers. So I think in the off-season, Danny Heatley will sign with the Edmonton Oilers next summer, July 1st, 2008. You will see it. As we move on, well, there's not really much news, folks. It's pretty much hearsay, she-say type stuff. But, let me tell you, Raycroft, is he going anywhere? I don't know. But the one thing that Toronto Maple Leafs got to know now is they need both goalies, Toskala and Andrew Raycroft. I feel that those two guys are going to have to get it done. I thought they would have traded Raycroft by now, but it didn't happen. So Cloutier is in the minors now. He got waived by the Los Angeles Kings. That's a huge surprise to me, but I guess not. A guy making $3 million and he's doing nothing in training camp. It comes as no surprise to me. And another big guy I kind of remember from my past as a kid growing up watching playing hockey is Darius Kasparaitis, a hard-hitting defenseman. This guy got himself into the best shape of his career and still gets waived, and he's going down to the minors. That kind of sucks for Darius Kasparaitis. I hope he gets to go back to the Pittsburgh Penguins, where he had some good years there, or the New York Islanders, where he began his NHL career. Darius Kasparaitis, physical defenseman. There's no doubt in my book, he's a great defenseman. Just a matter of time someone gives him a chance to show some of that potential he showed when he played with Mario Lemieux in the 2001 Stanley Cup playoffs. And folks, this is what I feel is going to happen this week, folks. There has already been a move yesterday. A few minor leaguers getting traded for one another. But I feel that this week the San Jose Sharks are on the time ticker to be pulling off a move here. I feel they're going to acquire Jan Halleck from the Montreal Canadiens for probably one of their good young players, maybe one of their young guys. So we will see what happens. I think Tampa Bay Lightning are desperate to grab a defenseman, so don't be surprised if they grab Darius Kasparaitis or they go trade for Pablo Cabina from the Toronto Maple Leafs. Toronto really wants to get rid of Cabina. I don't know why. You play 1 year on a team and then they want to get rid of you the next year. That's just the way it goes, folks. But Leaf fans, Leaf Nation, you got to be proud of your team because they have a good team. I feel they'll make the playoffs. They'll probably finish 6th this year in the Eastern Conference. Trust me, Buffalo suck. Trust me. I'm not saying they really suck, but I don't think they have enough leadership on that team, enough goals on that team to make the playoffs this year. And same thing for Ottawa Senators fans. Sorry to say, I think they might scratch into the playoffs, but without a healthy Ray Emery, you're going to be dependent too much on Gerber, but they're still trying to trade Gerber. And don't be surprised to see at the trade deadline this year if Wade Redden gets moved. So anything's possible, folks. Anything's possible. Don't be surprised with any future movement in the next 3 days. 3 days, 4 days. We'll see what happens. Day-to-day thing. A blockbuster is in the works. Tampa Bay Lightning want to make a trade. That's what I'm hearing from my sources. So you never know. Anything can happen in the NHL.